So, there's been much ado about Nintendo's pricing recently, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little put off by some of it. In particular, it was Mario Galaxy 1 and 2's recent re-releases that really made me hesitant. I mean, these games are nearly 20 years old, and the big end feels the need to charge $70 for the pair of them. Still, I kept an open mind and picked up some cheap eShop cards and managed to get these two for less than the asking price, and I'm glad I did because, yeah, these really are just Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 again for 70 whole buckaroos. Sure, they've gotten an HD makeover and received reworked controls to work on the Switch too, but otherwise, yeah, these are the same games Nintendo put out all the way back in 2007 and 2009 respectively. Hell, in Galaxy 1's case, it's the same game that they already re-released in 3D All-Stars just a few years ago, except the cursor seems to drift even more in my experience. Playing through the same segment in both re-releases, I found it harder to keep the cursor from essentially wandering off to the far side of the screen and had to continuously recalibrate in the new version just a little more than I had to back in 3D All-Stars. It wasn't a huge problem admittedly, but it was undeniably noticeable. But if there is one major change I have to give credit for, it's the addition of a new storybook in Galaxy 2 that contains some extra lore. While the new chapters aren't nearly enough to justify the price tag in my opinion, it's nonetheless a nice little addition that helps flesh out some of the characters that were a bit underdeveloped in the vanilla game. There's also a music player that lets you play any track from the game's OST, but considering how I could just look up the soundtrack on YouTube or even Nintendo's own music app, I can't really see the purpose in this feature honestly. Overall, while the Galaxy games remain excellent platformers, arguably some of the best Nintendo's ever published, $40 a pop or $70 for a 2-pack is just a bit too steep for almost 20-year-old games. If you're really itching to play these either for the first time or again, well, you're better off seeking the help of certain marine mammals in that endeavor. That's all for now, see you next time.